Good evening to our Indian viewers, and good afternoon to those who are in America. Welcome to the Gangs of Wasseypur 1 review. We have some pretty interesting thoughts on this movie, I think. I know this one has been sort of long awaited. We've been pushing it off a little bit to try and give ourselves some time to watch it, since we know this one's a long two-parter.
Yeah.
But we finally got around to doing the first one, and yeah, I think it'll be a good discussion. I did before going into the movie, you know, because there were some talks, I believe like the last week or so, maybe week and a half, about RRR not being in the Oscars, and we did, you know, talk off stream about in the Discord some of our thoughts about it. But just putting it on stream, you know, what are your thoughts on RRR not being in the Oscars?
I gotta turn on my light, but yeah, no, I definitely think it should have been there. I don't know. I don't watch any of those. I think honestly, I don't watch any award shows. I think they're kind of stupid. Yeah. Because they're never actually about the movies. They're just about like the actors and, you know, how famous you are and all that. But yeah, no, it definitely deserves praise. I think if anything, I'd rather just have it get the praise it deserves and not, you know, an Oscar. It deserves an Oscar, but I think they're overrated anyway. You say your thought. Let me just turn my light on so you guys can see me a little better.
Yeah, so, okay, so let's see. RRR at Oscars enters the nomination race in 14 categories. So it wasn't chosen as India's official entry for the Oscars, but, like, SS has, there we go, pushed for it to be in the nominations and considered, in the Oscars. So it's under 14 categories, it looks like. So it looks like...
Gosh, what's up?
The people who made the film have gone on their own, you know, they submitted it to be nominated under Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Screenplay, Original Song, Score, Editing, Cinematography, Sound, Production Design, and VFX. But it seems like people are just upset that India didn't put it in as India's official entry for the Oscars. But it seems like, you know, on behalf of SS and, you know, all of them, they seem to have made it happen. And Natu was the song, I believe, that they put in for the best song. Dude, imagine.
Well, that or like the theme song itself, also, Dosti, right? That could have won the award. Yeah. I think those songs are both great. I mean, there's a lot of good songs. It should have. Did it win anything?
Like, in terms of what? In terms of just, like, in general? Or?
Yeah.
It probably has ones. I don't know when India hosts their own award shows. But
it didn't win anything at the Oscars?
Oscars didn't happen yet.
Oh. See, that's how little I know about that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't...
Yes, the Oscars is happening, like, now. Or not now, but towards the end of the year. So, yeah, just wanted to discuss that real quick. And yeah, so Gangs of Wasseypur. Yeah, the last show. I wanted to check out the last show. See what that's all about. I think that was more of like a stylistically driven thing, but it didn't look as enticing as RRR. But yeah, Gangs of Wasseypur. Let's dive right into this.
Yeah, man, this has been something that people have requested us to do for quite some time. I think this was one of the main ones where people, what's up, Parv, said, you know, we had a lot of films where people said, don't watch this. It's not meant for, you know, a non-Indian audience. I still don't think that's true, because there's so many films where people have said that to us and we still enjoyed them, like, a lot. But in terms of this movie, for me, this was, out of all the movies we've seen, this was the hardest to. I'd say Sarpada was probably close second, but I still loved that. I think this was the hardest movie to watch with subtitles because there was so much going on that you were just missing because you were reading. I think that was the only thing that held it back for me. Was like, and I think Luca, you had the same feeling that it was a little confusing just because it was like you had to do so much reading, and so that made it hard to track who was who and remember faces because you were just remembering the text and not the stuff on screen.
Yeah, and I mean, thanks to Biffer for aiding us in watching this movie because we had to buy it if we were to watch it anywhere else. But Plex is an interesting platform because they have like a bunch of different subtitle variations that you can go and check out. And I was just kind of struggling, like, because I couldn't get the subtitles on the TV and stuff. That's not Gang's fault, but yeah, having to watch a movie that seems to be so driven in not only what is happening visually in the story, but also such a heavy dialogue movie. It's difficult to read because I have to like read everything because sometimes the pace is different in how they speak, and also you have to sort of see what's happening visually. And then after the film, I went back and Cody and I both read the plot afterwards so we could understand.
Reading it while I was watching the movie. If I didn't understand something, I had to look and double check. You know what I loved about this movie was I loved the generational jumps. I think that was really cool. What did this remind me of? There's another movie like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. Also, Vertigo, how you doing? I forgot to say hi. What was what should we discuss in general? I think the tone, like the coloring in the movie, it's definitely got that grim atmosphere going on, almost like Sarpada. I would probably relate this movie closely with Sarpada in terms of like the majority of the shots are either crowd-based action, the scenery is similar, but it's more like a lot of dialogue, heavy in dialogue.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that.
I think one of the interesting points, I think Parv made it, a couple of people made it, was that, I even think Vertigo made the point too, that the actors that were in this film, like, this series has made them the actors that they are today. Like they were just kind of not fully established when this movie came out, and this movie sort of gave them the platform. So we're kind of seeing people that have gone to acting school, and this is sort of like the big one for them. This is like the come up. So I mean, on that scale, on that level of in terms of how we talk about acting and things like that, I think the acting in this was fine. The main guy, let me quickly find his name.
I'm going to say, which main guy?
Well, Sadar Khan. Yeah. The one that is...
Yeah, the second, like the son.
The son.
Yeah.
That guy was fantastic. I like his style. The shaved head, the mustache, it's all pretty cool. And his whole story arc was really interesting, and I know he's sort of the main guy that we follow because it opens up with him and his father, and he is redeeming his father by going and killing the person that killed his father, who I think he didn't even kill the guy. It was, I think, one of his sons that ended up killing.
Yeah, his son ended up killing the guy who killed his father. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he didn't even really get to do that, which I don't know if he was fine with or not. Like I don't know if that was
probably not, since he was portrayed. So rageful,
Yeah.
He was bloodthirsty, very bloodthirsty.
Yeah. And also his sex drive. This guy's just gotta control that. He's just having kids with everybody.
It was weird. Like it was cool. I mean, You know, they could have done, maybe they, I don't know if they would, but they could have done the thing like in like Bahu, for example. It's that you guys were telling us it's very popular to do, where it's like the next of kin will be like the same actor. You know, the kids will, like the son will be the same actor as the. If they did that, that would have been really confusing. But I was gonna say it's interesting because like the grandfather. If we're gonna talk about this, because there's the grandfather, the father, and the son, we'll just put it so that it's easier to talk about. The grandfather, he was very kind of like not so smart, you know, a little goofy.
Yeah.
And then you got the son, who is brutal, and then you got, the father.
That's where I know him.
And then you have the son, the last one, and he's kind of like this shy dude. Like they're all so different, you know.
Whoa.
It's interesting. Dude, hi.
This is all weird now. Wait. So there's a connection to Mirzapur in this movie.
Did you hear the point I was making?
This is a whole cinematic thing that they're building out. Yeah, I was listening.
Oh, okay, sure.
I just saw this guy's name come up, and I'm like, wait a second. But
are you sure? Is it just a name?
No, it's the same guy. He has the same name as he does in Mirzapur as well.
Is it like I've never seen it, so you're the one doing the.
Well, I'm only 2 episodes into Mirzapur, but what do you mean there's no universe? Why would they make a whole? Why would he be in the movie if he's? What? So wait, I mean this really has no connection, I guess. Like to us reviewing this movie.
It could just.
What do you mean no?
It's just probably just an Easter egg. Like they did it as a nod.
Because I think Mirzapur is after.
Well, they all say no, so no.
No. What do you mean no? 2018, so it came after. Which means this guy was in the movie in 2012. But okay, so Mirzapur, there's no connection between. What?
Hey.
No, there's gotta be a connection. He's literally playing the same character. He's
that's
playing
great, Parv.
Tripathi.
Luca, you're home. Go drunk, okay?
Oh my! But it kind of makes sense if you think about it, because
I think what makes sense is going back to the point I was saying.
Okay, go back to the.
I just.
I'm gonna find the connection. You wait.
You're gonna be wait. Where's that meme? Now I know what you're gonna be like tomorrow. Let me get that. Wait. I'm gonna pull this meme up. I don't care if it takes me a second, because this is you right now.
Dude,
I'm gonna make this happen.
Why would they put the exact same guy in it?
Guys, I'm gonna put Luca on the stream right now.
Oh wait, or does... Oh wait, now I'm confused. So his name... What the hell does this guy play? And
I think that's officially Luca.
Mirzapur.
Just put it here.
Oh my god.
That's Luca right now. He's gonna try and figure this out.
Oh, he plays... What's this guy's name?
He's still doing it. He's still doing it.
Wait, so he plays with the same last name?
My God.
He plays...
Didn't the show come out after the movie?
He has the same surname in the show as he does in real life. So he's playing a different character. Hold on, I gotta...
We already had multiple people say there's no connection, yet you're denying them when they know more about it than we do.
Okay, I see now. He's playing Salt... Okay, he just has the same last name. Why do they do that? I thought I was really onto something. Okay. All right, back to gangs now that I've sorted that out. I had some Turkish style coffee today, so it was strong.
Oh boy.
Biffer put in the thing. Wasseypur and Gangs of Wasseypur similarities.
Similarities, but not
wrote a
connection.
whole article on scoopwhoop.com. Am I the only one who thinks Wasseypur is an extended version of Gangs of Wasseypur?
Okay.
We'll see. We'll do a comparison once I finish the first season. We'll see what happens. I think it was coffee. Tastes like coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, Cody. You can go back on your.
Oh, it's too late. It's too late now. Whatever point you want to make.
No, okay, yeah, we've been on this sort of gang related movie trend here with KGF, Pushpa, all those. And this was by far probably the most unique one in terms of like the progression. I like you were talking about before, the progression of generations, and it looks like Gangs 2 is going to be the progression of his children, his two sons, with the whole gang related stuff. So we had two, yeah.
Are you?
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. We had sort of had two redemption arcs, if you really think about it, right? You had the redemption arc of Sardar Khan trying to get his father. Ravi, we mentioned it earlier in the stream. If you want to go back and earlier in the stream.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Yeah, I think there was two.
Did he redeem himself though?
In a way, I mean, at the end of the day, he
murdered everyone and then died.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The guy that put the shot out on his father ended up, he ended up dying, right? So I mean, you can consider that a win. But there's also the story arc and redemption for his wife that actually ended up getting him killed. So, because if it wasn't for her saying, "Oh, he just left and whatever," then they wouldn't really have known that he was there to put that many bullets in the man, for him to just still open the car door and walk out.
Yeah, it was they shot him in the car. It was kind of Bonnie and Clyde style,
Oh yeah,
Highwaymen.
Yep, taking that back to Highwaymen.
The first podcast episode. Oh my god.
Absolutely riddling the car.
Did you say what episode this was? It was like 43, right?
This is episode 43. I haven't really been naming them, but this one is episode.
Well, no,
43,
I like knowing. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, so talk about, there's a lot of characters in this movie. I think that's something that made it really difficult to follow with the subtitles.
Yeah. That was the biggest
he was just like,
problem.
I need an Advil. There's a hole in my head. Some Neosporin, There's a lot of stabbings.
Don't want to get those infections.
There's a lot of stabbings in this movie.
Oh, dude, when he takes him down into the alleyway, and just like, he just runs up, he's like...
Dude, the guy's like, hey, he's like, what do you want from me? Like, what's like, go away, dude. And he just stabs. He's like, huh, what? He just keeps running. But also, like, it was kind of funny because that was an intense scene. But it was kind of funny because he was stabbing the guy like nonstop, but then the pick he was using had no blood on it the whole time.
Very clean
pick.
So fast he didn't get any blood on it.
Yeah, that's how fast. Yes, anime
and
style.
Also, we were talking about some of the comedic aspects of the movie. Did you notice the part where it was a push door and it was a pull door and he was kicking it in, only to realize that he had to pull it open? Did you notice that in the movie?
No, I don't think I noticed that.
You didn't notice
but there were a lot of moments that were like. That is one thing I noticed was there was a lot of moments where the characters, like, the acting was so cool that, like, they were... the characters were so much enraged that they, like, were either lost or, like, like that. Or, like, at the very beginning with, like, trying to break open the door. They're just so angry that they're making mistakes.
Yes.
That's, like, really good acting.
They were very sloppy.
Yeah. But, like, it was cool because they weren't just sloppy because they were sloppy because they were so angry they couldn't think straight, you know, like when they were screaming and yelling. There's a lot of really good fight, like not like physical fights, but like verbal fights, you know, that are really well acted.
Yeah. And well, it was the scene. I mean, it was probably the most gruesome scene. That little comedic, you know, pull door bit happened, and they busted into this room and literally like made the guy that they spared his life watch the other guy get killed.
Oh yeah, yeah, like chop.
Yeah, and that would be a funny skit to do. Like Sadar Khan trying to go into any room and he's just always kicking a pull door.
True. Or he's cooking dinner for someone and he's cutting carrots and he's like, watch. Look. I'm allergic. Yeah. So let's see what else. Oh, the weapons, like the guns misfiring, that was funny. The barrels were just like cartoon style blown out, you know? When they tried to fire them, they're like, damn it! Ah! So I was like, how does that even happen? But
see, it's because I'm learning a little. This is why I have to go into a bit more about Wasseypur too, because it's the hand spun. I think they're called like hand spun pistols or something. Like, you know, they're homemade guns. Same thing in the show. They're blowing up. Like the barrels just explode like that cartoony kind of thing, and they've just been blowing fingers off of people. And same thing with gangs. Like the guns have been sort of faulty, but it is kind of funny how they do that.
That's Luke. Luke, he's back.
Yes, see, it's back.
He's back,
dude. I will make the connection at some point. But yeah, okay. So I want to just mention. I guess, you know, I don't have any. I see you putting it on stream. So I wanted to talk about some of the problems that we sort of had with the film. This was one that I was excited to hear your thoughts on, because you know, it was just a movie that we kind of put off for a little bit until now.
I just want to point out, critic. I agree with you. I do enjoy reading, but for I guess for us it was just difficult because there's so many things we were missing out on because we were reading so much that, like, there's a lot of points in this movie where you have to like remember a face. That way you remember what they did. But then like I'm not remembering faces. I'm trying to remember what happened with the subtitles.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there were so many people that we had to follow that it was also just tough to make the connection with everybody. The songs are okay.
Yeah, nothing
that stuck out to me. You know?
I think, again, I relate this movie most closely to Sarpada, mainly because, not just because, like, the whole gangs thing, but also just, like, the way it's filmed, the style, you know, the art, like, the art direction, you know, all that. It's very similar in terms of, like, heavier dialogue with some brutal fight scenes mixed in. But, you know, in terms of music, I got to give Sarpada the win there for that main song. You know, whenever he starts fighting. You know, like,
yeah, nothing stood out too much for me with gangs.
Yeah, like, there was a few good songs, but nothing like how do I put it? Like,
nothing that you would like take outside of the movie.
Yeah, it's not like some of these other movies we were watching where it's like, oh, I'm adding that to like one of my car playlists, you know, something like that. Here's the biggest criminal
thing. The biggest thing for me was just the sub, which is, you know, that would happen anywhere. The subtitle stuff and just trying to follow the story. I am, you know, I'll be honest, I am kind of looking forward to the second one, because I just feel like maybe I had some high expectations for the first one, and I was expecting a little bit more violence, to be honest. And I didn't get as much. You know, we got a little bit of the stabbing, we got a little bit of the, you know, forcing guys to like watch, but, you know, you look at the poster and I'm expecting like a lot of scenes of just
See,
violence.
you were saying if we watched it, Raul, we would understand it better. But the problem is for me, like
more than once. Yeah.
or two or more sittings, like watching a little bit, getting up and coming back. That would make it even worse for me, because then I'd forget stuff. I'm never one to pause a movie, even if I gotta watch the whole thing. I'm once I start it, if I'm more than 10 to 15 minutes in, that's it. I'm going the whole way, whole movie.
I think the subtitles did a good job of doing justice to the actual dialogues.
There was some weird subtitles. There was like, he made a sly comment about somebody, but it was like nowhere near anything but like funny. Like it was just funny. It wasn't like he was like, well, guess what? And then it was like a joke, but the translation must have been really bad because
it just didn't make sense.
I wish I can find it because it was the weirdest joke, and it was like, I don't understand, what is that, an insult? Something about like war. It was like they were looking for a key. And they're like, and he was like, who has the key? Who's warming the key up their ass? I'm like, warming the key? I'm like, I get it, but like, I don't know. And then
no, okay, yeah, I can see what you mean.
So yeah, sometimes the jokes didn't hit, and it's weird because like you guys, you all who have watched for a while, that the majority of times subtitles never bother us. We get everything just fine. But this movie in particular, including Sarpada, was a little bit more difficult just because I think it was so much dialogue and a lot you needed to remember at the same time visually. So that's probably why. Oh, yep, Vertigo, yep, that's one. Yeah, and they were going to find the doctor. Yeah.
All right. So, are you ready to take? Well, before we go to the
don't say the famous name yet, Luca.
No, Is there anything we want to mention? Because sometimes we always kind of go out of the ranking system to talk about something.
Well, let's talk about IMDb. Or do you want to?
Oh yes, that's what happens. We always talk.
That's what we do.
Yes. That's what.
I gotta take the. I don't want to take the Luca meme down. Okay.
Okay. Wait, part 2 also came out in 2012 too? How the heck did they make both parts in 2012?
Maybe that was just...
they shot it all at once, and then they split it up. Never mind. It came back to me.
Okay. As always, we like to look at the graph here. We ignore the one. Don't worry about that. But yeah, that's a strong curve. Didn't we see a movie recently that had a curve like this and we were shocked about it? What movie was it?
So we had War.
No,
Train,
couldn't have been War. It could have been War. No, it wasn't.
3 Idiots, Tumbad, Undaden.
Maybe it was Undaden that had the curve like this.
I want another movie like Undaden.
I love that movie. I love that movie.
That concept was great.
Yeah, I don't know if I could sit thugh 5 hours. I mean, I'd do it. If someone told me you have to, as long as you gave me,
that's where I would split it up.
As long as you gave me enough food, like I'd be happy. Just give me like a ton of food and some beer, and I'll make it. No problem.
I mean, not a shocking curve on this one, to be honest.
No, I understand.
This movie really resonated with males. It looks like. Seems like the females
testosterone.
Really all the testosterone.
Well, don't forget. Look at the difference in ratings. You have 58,000 versus 3,000. So I also don't think that's a fair representation.
That's true. How do you feel about the IMDb score?
See, like I had no problem
would that
with
too much to what you're thinking.
In terms of like myself, bourbon. Luca, I'll be right back. Just I'll be right back.
Are you really gonna get up and? Oh my god. He actually just left. Yeah. I mean, the women didn't really get it easy in this film.
Gonna mention bourbon. I got it, don't worry. I still got a couple.
You still got some?
Yeah. I mean, because, like, sadly...
I still got a pack left.
I got 2 packs. Three packs.
You got 2 packs?
3 packs. I got 2 packs. What was I gonna say? Oh, The Curve. Yeah. I like literally the only problem I had was I didn't understand the connections between certain characters. But in terms of like the quality of the film and the the design of it, I digged. I actually, you know what? Right at the beginning when they were doing that scene where they were going into the house to take down they were trying to find someone, Yep. There was like I like how they did one long camera shot for that, and the camera was following person would spin like follow the next person, but it was like one
that
long shot.
Sequence was great.
Yeah, that was really cool. Oh yeah, no, Sardar would be canceled definitely. So Oscar predictions. Yeah, we will. We have a chatting. We'll do a little chat after this.
Yeah, you want? I can. I can pull up what movies are nominated right now. We can
if you wanna send me a link so I can put it on. Actually, yeah, you pull it up. And do we go to the place, the one and only place?
We are going to the intergalactic movie ranking system.
Yeah, we made it. Okay. No, we're here. We're good. We made it. Just mute you.
Why?
Yes. Igmer's time. It's Igmer's time.
Igmer's.
Oh, by the way, you'll notice it is updated with favorites and the last couple films. So.
Yes.
Everything
Rahul,
is there.
You got it nailed. You nailed it, Rahul.
So.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's true. The big brains. Gotta make that meme. Like Academy Awards, Oscars, and then Igmer's. Yeah. It's like that's just what we're calling it now.
All right. Do you want to kick this one off, or do you want me to kick this one off?
I don't want mine.
I really have a number in my head.
I was gonna say I wanted to go first because I don't have a number, but I specifically don't want mine to be persuaded by yours. I tend to let that happen.
I don't have really a number in my head right now. I don't really know where I want to place this.
Yeah, I'd like you to figure out a number before I say mine. That way we're not. Because if we're varied by a long shot, that's cool. I want that to be the case if it's true. So let me know if anyone has any questions while Luca uses his brain power. Otherwise, I'll pull up Sardar and just.
Man. This is a tough decision, man.
Yeah, you know what? I think I feel unfair. I'll be completely honest. I feel unfair ranking a movie based on the fact that I couldn't fully understand some things. I think it's not fair. But it will be high.
Way to Indian cinema for you, Biffer, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think I have a number.
Weirdest movie on the chart? I think there's one movie that holds that. that movie 43.
So wait, but we normally don't change.
Why didn't we
don't change it after we put it up there?
What do you mean? Put what up there? What were we going to change?
Parv saying we might want to change the ranking after we see the second one.
Well, here's the thing: is I think that when we get to the end of the year ranking system, like the end of the year ranking show, you remember how we were going to do it? Like, I don't want to say it because I don't want to. We have a cool idea plan, but you remember how I said we were going to do it? Like the whole thing with the thing. We go to the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking that also. We both get allowed one vote change. Like each of us, we are allowed to pick one movie and change the ranking. You each get one, only one. So whatever you're very passionate about changing the ranking on, I think that would be fun. And it's funny because I have, like, for me personally, there's a couple that I would do it to. It'd be a hard choice.
Oh, it's no biggie. We appreciate the support.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Glad the turnout was good today. And hopefully the love for gangs is still out there. I have a number in mind, I think.
Yes,
Cody.
veto powers. All right.
Do you want to say that like the same? You want to do like a 3-2-1 kind of thing, or like?
All right. Well, Sure, I guess. Let me think.
Or
Wait. Let me get my
is it
number.
just because you don't want to be influenced, or do you want to have?
No, I don't want to be influenced by your number. I want to. Let me pick my number first.
Okay. I think I have also the.
Yes, I know where I'm putting this. Yes, I know where I'm putting this.
You know where you're putting it?
Jump! All right, you give the 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to say my number. You say your number.
Okay. Ready?
This is it. This is moment to fun. Okay.
I'll say go.
Okay.
And then okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
8.6.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, the justification there is that, like,
you went way higher than I thought.
I thought you were gonna go higher. I didn't. Well, okay. Well, that's fair. We're gonna meet in the middle. What did you say?
I said 7-9.
7-9, 8-6. That's like what?
I don't know.
Math. That's math. That's 8-3.
Okay. So why did I really thought you were gonna go lower. I thought you were gonna go. I thought you were at least gonna go 8-2 or.
Well, I don't think this is. I don't. You know.
I didn't think you were gonna go that high. We haven't gone that high in a while, to be honest.
Nope.
When was the last time we had an 8? 3 Idiots was our last, like, mid-8s.
Yeah, true. We haven't had a 9 since.
Yeah, we haven't had anything blow us away in a while.
What do we have? What was the most recent 9?
Our most recent 9 was Sadar.
Yeah.
Udom.
That movie was great. Sadar Udom was just incredible.
Okay. First explain why you went so high.
Well, I went so high because I think that
in my not like saying that 8.6 is too high. It's just higher than I was expecting you to go.
Because regardless of the fact that some of the points I didn't understand because of the subtitles thing, I can tell that, like, I really like the direction, but also, you know, the whole generational thing was really cool. And the art style was nice. I mean, but when I say art style, I meant like the coloring and the story and everything in the story.
Yeah.
I think it was really well done. I think that, you know, because in the moment I was trying to like be like, well, obviously I'm not putting it above like Bahu or anything like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm willing when you say 7.9, I'm willing to go. You know. Maybe that's,
I know that we're seeing half the movie, so you know the second.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Second part is going to be essential to this, but
I'm going to be honest with you.
No, you can't change.
No. If we're gonna pick a number between our two numbers.
Well, let me at least explain why I think he has a 7.9.
Yeah.
Just before we go, because you do make some good points in terms of, you know, maybe I am being a little bit more biased because I didn't fully understand, because I had to absorb so much information and all that. But, you know, nonetheless, I am still excited to see the second one, and it has made me want to see the second one to see where it goes, because I know the second one is going to be better because of the whole storyline being already laid out. So 7.9, I don't know, it's just it's a solid movie for me. And when I look to see, like, okay, what do we have that is in the 8s, that, like, you know, the closest thing we have for like another movie that is sort of along the same path of the gang related things is KGF, right? I mean, KGF is very stylistic. It is very kind of over the top with what happens. Obviously, it's two different stories. You know, I think Gangs of Wasseypur is obviously probably more realistic in terms of what happened, and KGF isn't. And there's that whole entertainment value of KGF that puts it up there for us. But Gangs is very story driven, like, you know, we were talking about The Godfather. But I just felt like it was just a solid movie for me. And that's sort of like, you know, it went along in the 7, like high 7s, because I just felt like that is on my own scale that it belonged. It was just like a solid movie. I would recommend somebody to watch it. There's nothing I would change about it. And I think just the amount of information that you get because it's such a heavily story-driven movie is why it sort of lost me a little bit, because I couldn't just... I had to go back and forth so much, which isn't really the movie's fault. It's just that, the viewing experience was tough. This is also the first movie that I watched on my computer. So there's also that. But yeah, I'm willing... how much do we think the movie holds today? I mean, in terms of the hardware, obviously it doesn't hold up, but the story definitely does. I think this movie honestly could be almost timeless. I mean, it is focusing on such a specific part of the era, but
I have a thought.
What do you think about that, Cody?
First of all, I watch all my movies on the computer, okay? It's the only way to watch a movie. No, I was going to say that to justify a little bit more, let me put this into a better wording, because people might be like, oh, why do you enjoy this if you didn't understand it? Well, I'm saying that out of everything I got from this movie, in 8.6, the reason I'm putting it there, or the reason that was my number, was because that's how I would probably... That's where I would put this movie if it was, like, in English. If I could just watch it without having to read, you know? Mm-hmm. I can tell, like, I would have enjoyed it a lot better. So the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to fault this movie for something that it's not, that's not its problem, Mm-hmm. So, but honestly, in retrospect, if we're going to have to find a place between our two numbers, a 7.9 and 8.6, I'd rather go closer to yours, because there's a lot of 8s on this list that I'm like, I love those films, and I don't know if I really can do that. So if you're willing to put, where would you compromise here? Like I'm comfortable with an 8.2 or an 8.3. Unless you really want to stay in the 7s.
I'm willing to go up for the combined. And Biffer, I will take you up on that, because I do like watching it on my TV. It's just a more enjoyable experience for me.
Nah, you need color corrected.
I'm sitting in my gaming chair.
It's so comfortable.
Like,
what do you mean?
I want to sit on my couch. It's just the viewing experience.
All right, different. Nerd with your Xbox, get out of here. Gonna go play on my Xbox.
Well, so yeah, Vertigo is saying 8.4. It's middle. Parv is saying 8.2 to 8.3. I'm down with 8.3.
8.3. Okay, I was gonna say yeah. That's fair.
8.3.
I'm happy with that, because I do think it's better than Lighthouse. But I think when you compare this to like 7, I'm like, whoa, hold your roll.
Yeah.
And I think Three Idiots is better. I like Three Idiots a little bit more.
Oh yeah, 3 Idiots is definitely better.
Well, high refresh rate.
So I mean, I know you continue to say like the order of what the films are on this list does not reflect where it is, But can you just put Gangs behind Undadan?
Yeah, I know. I agree with you. No, because Undadan's just like, okay, don't forget, Undadan's on our favorites list. That thing with everyone, for people who don't know the star on top, that's just favorites.
God, Undadan.
I don't think I need to say that this, for us, probably is not a favorite. But I think the second one has the potential.
Part is a favorite, but yeah, second part,
Yeah, we did the same thing.
You guys are hyping it up, so
we did the same thing with KGF. We thought KGF was the first one. We loved it. It's still in the 8s, but it wasn't a favorite. But the second one was like, oh my god, let's go! And that's
the second one was.
That's the favorites list.
Dude, I have been low key. I have been wanting to go back and watching. I wanted to go back and watch KGF too.
Oh, I know, dude. I do. I go back and watch some of the scenes because I'm like. Why people keep asking me, why do you go watch that movie? What, like, isn't there a lot of movies like it? And I go, no, one and only piece.
One and only piece. Dude, it's so god.
It's just a great movie. That's probably like that is like.
What did we get KGF to?
That is one of my top movies of all time.
8, 9.
I'd put KGF.
KGF might have to get a special treatment at the end of the year.
Dude, I put KGF 2 and Triple R in my top 10 movies of all time, or the top like period. Like of all time, my favorite movies. Yes.
Yes, the second part will decide the final impression of it.
I think that's fair. I think,
but I don't think we would change Gangs 1 after.
No, but I think. But here's the thing: is I think Vertica has a point. Why don't we, since in India, and since the intention of the director was to have this as one film, why don't we put the ranking where it's going now? But then when the second part comes out, let's not create a second ranking. Let's decide, do we want to move up or down this one, or keep it where it is?
What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, we'll just move the current ranking wherever we see fit. Cause
we'll just consider it
one movie
film.
as they. Yep. See, you're goddamn right. I wish I could put memes in the chat, like gifs or gifs if you're like that.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. So it'll stand at an 8.3.
Okay.
And then once we see part 2, we can determine it as a.
We can either move it up or down and keep it where it is.
Okay, so I linked you the Oscar stuff since we had some inquiries about it.
Yeah, so that's it for Gangs Part 1. Put it at an 8.3.
Yes. Hopefully we didn't disappoint. I think this was probably the movie that I was worried for the most in terms of our rating of it.
Yeah, especially because of its age, you know? I felt unfair ranking it to some movies that have a lot of technology at their disposal.
All right.
But, so you wanted to talk about the Oscars and what's been nominated. Now, I don't probably know half of these movies, but you can try.
Well, no, we actually know. We know most of them.
Okay.
We haven't seen a lot of them.
Most of them.
So we have these are the all awards contenders and rankings. I think these are for best film.
What was that movie we watched with Benedict Cumberbatch, the cowboy movie? Remember that? What was that?
Something dog.
Yeah. That was really good.
It's right here. Why am I even trying to guess? Power of the Dog.
Power of the Dog. That was a good film.
Sitting here trying to remember it.
I don't... Listen, I'm going to give reins of TV show reviews to Luca because I am currently so... I'm like... In terms of dives, I have dove so deep into the world of One Piece that I can't see the surface anymore. I don't know... 600.
Are you a
something?
big TV show guy anyway?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not the shows you're thinking. I watch One Piece, some Netflix shows depending on the show. House of Cards was great. NCIS, sitcoms, a lot of old school sitcoms. Nothing crazy. You know.
Yeah. All right. So.
And also
best pictures.
I was gonna say also American Dad and Family Guy.
Yeah, Cody likes cartoons,
and
he likes cartoons with his warm milk in the morning.
They're not They're not like kids cartoons.
They're not cartoons.
They're animation.
Can we stop saying at the same time?
That's funny because I've had people in my family say the same thing. It's like it's not like there isn't a story. It's not like I'm just watching these characters go, let's go over here. It's like no, it's like they do things, especially when you talk about like Rick and Morty's a great one too. Haven't seen a lot of it.
Yeah, Family Man is on the list, Rahul. I just decided to go with Mirzapur first, but I will check out Family Man.
Have you not heard of American Dad? Maybe not. Maybe it's on. Maybe
there can find a show called Indian Dad.
You can find American Dad on YouTube, probably full episodes, but it's from the creator of Family Guy, which I assume soon is well known even there.
All right, so best picture predictions. These are leading contenders, which Some of these movies have not come out yet. So we have Avatar: The Way of the Water,
No, don't lose.
Babylon, which I was interested in, has Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie in it. Set in Hollywood during the transition from silent films to talkies, focusing on a mixture of historical and fictional characters. So that's interesting. The Banshees of Inisherin has Colin Farrell in it. We like him. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
We still need to
Were
do
you
that
interested?
one.
You want to check that one out?
I didn't even. I've never seen it. I don't even know what it looks like.
Let me see what it's on. Maybe
Let me
we
look.
can do that as our buffer between Gangs 1 and 2.
We need a couple.
It's actually still has show times. It's available on Prime.
Oh, it's Jamie Lee Curtis.
We can rent it on Prime. Thank you, Dobermans are real Sigma men. love that name. The Banshee of Ed Sheeran. Yep.
What is this movie about? I've never even seen an image of it.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
I think it's almost like I want to say it's an action sci-fi film.
Oh. Okay, not what I expected.
So we could check that out if you want to do that.
That looks
next.
interesting. Yeah, why not? Because it definitely looks. It looks like nowhere.
Oh wait, Biffer might have it on Plex. We'll have to check.
It looks like nothing that I had thought it looked
Biffer.
like. So
Biffer flicks. Yeah. Okay, never mind. He's got it on the thing. The Fablemans, which is a Steven Spielberg film. Glass Onion, The Knives Out mystery.
Oh, I want to see that so freaking bad. Is that out yet?
It comes out in the fall. I think it might be out.
Because the first dude, if you have not, I can't believe we never did a Knives Out episode. I swear that we did.
I don't think I've watched Knives Out.
Dude,
we haven't
I swear to God, I swear to God, if you want to as the next episode as our buffer, do Everything Everywhere All at Once and Knives Out. You need to see Knives Out.
Yeah.
Like that way we can do Glass Onion, but you will just have a good time because Daniel Craig is just a legend. So
love Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you like him,
it really depends on the movie, Rahul, for if it's a theater screen or watch. I don't know what OTT is not ringing a bell for some reason on the television. Maybe.
See, I watch.
That would make sense.
I prefer in terms of big screen. What's the difference between a big screen and a little screen if you're close to the big screen and far away from the little screen? Or wait, no, if you're far from the big screen and close to the little screen, you know? It's a big screen. Well, you can make a little screen a big screen if you're close to the little screen.
Oh, okay. Honestly, I kind of preferred watching it at home just because, you guys know my movie theater experiences are always tainted by some imbecile.
Some young child.
Some young child who should not be in the theater. So I just like watching it at home. I wanted to get like this whole sound system and stuff, so it would be nice.
Well, that's what my dad does. That he loves movies, so he has like he put surround sound speakers in the ceiling behind the couch, so that you can hear it. So it's like surround sound when you're watching, and
Yeah, it's nice. So we have some other ones here. Tar. Don't know that one. Till. Don't know that one. Triangle of Sadness. Kind of sounds sad. The Woman King, which has been getting a little bit of some mixed reviews.
No, has it? Because last time I checked, it was like in the high 90s.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was just like blowing up.
The actual history of it was not like that great. Like they kind of did it wrong. Has a 6.4 on IMDb and a 95% on Rotten
Tomatoes. Look at that, 95% with a 99 audience score at over 5,000.
IMDb is absolutely tanked with 16,000.
So that's what worries me about Rotten Tomatoes.
32% 1 stars.
Huh?
32% have given this movie 1 star.
That sounds like a boycott, not like an actual review.
That's crazy. It's because the tribe that it's based on, they're kind of making it look different than what actually happened in history.
Yeah, so
what I've been reading.
There you go. Then again,
so what else? We got some strong contenders.
Rotten Tomatoes tends to be very political compared to IMDb.
Yeah,
which is more like the boycott land.
Boycott land.
What happens on Rotten Tomatoes?
So we have strong contenders. We have Armageddon Time, Bardo, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Bones and All. Hey, the director was Luca Guadagnino. I don't know.
Nice.
Causeway. Decision to Leave. Empire of Light. The Greatest Beer Run Ever. She Said. The Sun. The Whale. White Noise.
I think I
Contenders.
get the idea.
Amsterdam. Blonde. Elvis. Elvis was okay. I Want to Dance with Somebody. A Man Called Otto. My Policeman. 13 Lives. Top Gun Maverick is not a top contender.
It's all the way down.
It's impossible contender.
Oh, it'll win. It'll win something.
No. Top Gun Mav is like up there. What do you mean?
Man.
That is like.
We'll see.
No. That's just not how that goes. Sorry. Let's see. What do you think should be the best actor? And Ram would win best actor for us.
Oh yeah,
or not for us.
Ram.
I mean for
the world. For the world. For all of humanity.
Actually, you know what? I might dress up as Ram for Halloween.
Hey, don't do that. Oh wait, no, that's fine because I'll be Rocky. Let me grow out my hair a little longer and my beard, and I'll be Rocky. Rocky Sarayash. I got it.
I watched, actually, before we wrap it up, because we're going to wrap it up, final discussion, I watched Top Gun Maverick this weekend. Or
You
not
did?
This weekend, last weekend again.
Wait, now we both saw it twice.
I saw it twice,
Yeah.
and I watched it at home, and I was still sweating as much as I was sweating in the theaters. So, if that says anything about it, it still stays at a 10. Nothing changes.
Oh yeah, I know. I was kind of like, I'll forever miss the high of watching it the first time, like that like
It was so
adrenaline
good,
rush,
dude.
you know.
Oh,
man.
Still, like, I honestly think that I could watch that movie
Over
at
and
least
over
3
again.
more times. Like
Oh,
that
yeah,
movie
yeah,
won't
yeah.
get old.
Yeah, no, that's
The first Top Gun, I'm kind of
Shut your goddamn mouth.
All right, but all right, guys. So this was our Gangs of Wasseypur review
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know we
it's
can't
sitting
give.
at an 8.3.
Yeah. I think the second part's going to be a lot more discussable for us, based on what you guys have all
Yes.
said.
So again, please bear with us through the college semester time as Cody, works out his school schedule, work schedule, and stuff, bouncing a lot. And obviously, I've been a little bit busy with some stuff too. So bear with us. We'll try to get a review out for you guys. Maybe like at least two full podcasts a month, possibly. And if we
Yeah, we'll
have
try to
time,
get back
we'll
to
do some
once a
more.
week.
Yeah,
as
we
well,
definitely
but
want to
it's
try to get back to once a week.
difficult.
But
All is well. All is well.
all as well.
All
and
is
so,
well. That song
I
is
think,
so good.
Cody, I think it was decided, maybe we'll do a everything everywhere all at once next.
Yes.
And we can do a little Knives Out series
Yeah.
as a little breather.
Knives Out is good because, like, we can either pick this upcoming week or next week when I have very little time. Like, if there's a week where I don't have a lot of time, I've already seen the movie so many times and you haven't seen it. So that means you got to watch it, and I'll make sure I'll spend my week getting the stream ready.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. And then maybe there's a fun game. I think I want to come up with some good skits. Not for that movie because it's older now, but like a good segment, a fun interactive segment for you guys for the Knives Out one.
Yeah.
I wish we can play like one of those like who done it games on the computer with you guys. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And let's see. So also,
you remember Town of Salem?
Yes.
Yeah, like something like that.
You want to do something like that?
Yeah, it's probably shut down, sadly, but
I have no idea. I think it might still be up.
no, I tried.
Piggyback skit from Triple R. Honestly,
Ugh, that would just.
Cody, I think I could put you on my shoulders.
Could try.
Amogus.
Amogus. Let's do Amogus.
I think I could probably carry. Well, I don't want to. I'm not gonna ask you how much you weigh on stream, but I think I could probably.
I weigh.
I think I could put you on my shoulders.
225. Ish.
Real? Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? You're just at what my squad is right now. So yeah.
Yeah, no.
I got it. No, you're good. I did 230, so we're good.
It's not worth the risk. Like it's gonna be a slow mo fall, like it just like falls off. Oh my god.
My legs are strong. Don't worry. If NTR can do it, I can do it.
Well, that's a bold claim. You got.
Well, Rom was also probably like 170, 180 around that time of shooting. Okay, but let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
As you guys know, I am watching Wasseypur, so I will be having at least 1 to 2 shorts a week scheduled going out for the time that I watch it. And so keep an eye out for that. And I'll be keeping up with that, and also join in the Discord if you have not already, because we are pretty active over there in our downtime. And maybe we'll do like a nice little Halloween thing too when Halloween rolls around. Maybe we can come up with something for that. Green screen Cody on my shoulders. We could do that.
Yeah, I think I think there's a way to get the green screen away from the camera and like from behind me. But we'll figure that out another day. We'll figure it out.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining. It was a pleasure to see you guys. Yeah.
Glad you're all doing well.
We hope you enjoyed, and we hope to see you soon.
Yep.
Make some more stuff along the way as well.
Yeah. Just bear with us.
We're doing our best.
Yep.
As always, all the way. Oh, it says it down there, right? Discord link below.
Yes,
if you guys want to talk to us and hang out when we're not live, and we do. We look at all the messages and we hang out and we try to talk to everyone. So if you want to just talk about movies with some fellow movie lovers and you're not on the Discord, hop on in and make a friend wear a green screen. That's true. Just make a floating person. All right, and so we hope to see you guys soon, and have a great rest of your day or night. I think it's
head
night.
To bed, everybody.
Yeah. Go get out of here. Go sleep. All right.
Bye.
Bye.